this issue. So I don't know if anyone else on the panel wants to speak, or Jen, if you want to speak.
I would love to just say, this weekend in Texas, that is exactly the issue that our district was talking about, was making a white paper and plans to see how best we can help with that issue. Also, a few years ago, Robert Karp, who is a pediatrician in Long Island, created a whole series of posters that can be put up in offices around the country that are in every different language, not just Spanish, but to dispel some of the myths and the worries that many people have about the fact that they can apply for Medicaid, apply for CHIP, and that it won't affect their life situation. So I think this is a critical issue, and it's certainly one that we are engaging as rapidly and as seriously as we can.
And I will also say that while the gap is still wide, we have evidence of successes as well in the Latino community and in states with high Latino populations. So the solutions are at hand, and it's a question of will and focus. And I think you see a lot of will and focus right here. Jen, did you want to add something?
Sure. Hi, Alicia. So I'm often one of the youngest people in the room when we begin to talk about health policy and programs, but I think it brings sort of recent history to bear. I was actually graduating the year that CHIP passed, but that also meant that that was the first year since elementary school that I had actually had access to health insurance. And so these issues and the fact that communities of color are disproportionately disconnected from health care insurance resonate with me, not only sort of as a personally, but in my role at the National Council of La Raza. So, with that in mind, we're extremely committed to working on this issue, because we know that not only are children disproportionately disconnected from coverage, but 1/3 of Latinos are under the age of 18. So when we're talking about uninsurance in the Latino community, we really are talking about our children and our future. Some of the things that we're going to be doing and have already done is work on sort of streamlining the enrollment process and making sure that we deal with some of the barriers and challenges that come with the family composition of the Latino family. So, for instance, 9 out of 10 Latino children are U.S. citizens, but because they come from immigrant families, often